Guess who? Hello. Can you guys hear me? Where are you, Jen? It's starting. Hey. Okay. Well, I'm getting some questions already. Thanks everyone for meeting me. I just got nervous now that I'm here. I'm like, oh, I have to talk. Anyway, so let's take a look and find some questions. From Adam Whedon, what's your best and worst moment on stage? Well, I can tell you a few of my worst moments, and that would be one time I got a bloody nose on stage, and I was playing the drums, and I had blood pouring from my nose all down my face, and Scotty Rock, our tour manager, had to come and wipe me up with a towel while I was playing, so that was a really glamorous highlight of my life. And then, let's think. There was another time I was on my rolling drum riser and it got stuck halfway on the stage, so all these stagehands had to come and heave me back, and that was kind of embarrassing too. And then some of my best moments, I don't know, playing every day, it's kind of fun. Let me see. Josh Fox, how long did it take for you to learn how to play the drums and sing at the same time? Well, sometimes I feel like I'm still learning that. I find it kind of hard, but as long as you practice things over and over again, it's fine. So it took me a few weeks, like after, laying down drums and then singing the vocals for the last 2 albums. It took me a few weeks after practicing over and over again, making sure I felt comfortable. But I'm not gonna lie, I find it kind of hard. Advice for fellow girl drummers from J. Excellent. Guy drummers think they're much better than you, and they often try to make you feel small. And I've learned that even though I may not be as flashy, or I may not be as Travis Barker-ish on the drums as you, I can have a great time and I can really enjoy myself on stage. And I've learned that people really enjoy watching you have fun on stage, or just being playing the way you want to play and enjoying the way that you play versus trying to be like someone else. So that's my advice for girl drummers, is have a great time while you're up there and don't try and compete. Just be yourself, be the best that you can be, and don't worry when other people try and put you down. Okay, Panhead for life. How much did your tattoo hurt near your wrist? I might get a small cross for Christmas. Tattoos really, really hurt. And this last one I got, I was like, this hurts so much worse than I ever remember. I don't know. You've got to be ready. If you've ever had your eyebrows threaded, I think it feels kind of like that, and that hurts too. If you've ever had fillings at the dentist, if you can get a filling, you can get a tattoo, but it hurts. Don't listen to people when they say that it doesn't, because that's just not true. Brianna Ray, favorite movie? Kung Fu, breakfast food. It's like one of my favorites. Did it go out? Now it looks like it's back on again. Can you guys hear me okay? Oh, whoa, 103 new messages. It's offline for me. No. Can you guys hear me? Right, yes, if you can hear me.
Good now.
We're good? Okay, I'm gonna keep talking. I was probably talking for a long time when no one could hear me, but don't worry, it's kind of blabber. It doesn't matter if you miss it. Let's see. Favorite sport? From JD Roush. I used to love soccer, but I haven't played in a long, long time, and we would call it football. But I used to be good at football, and I used to be very athletic, so I was on the athletics team at school, and I liked to run, and I had the record for the 800 meters at my school, and also for the javelin and for the long jump, for those of you that care. Ding. Let's see. case you didn't hear me, I'm from Coventry. And I dislike not being able to shower on the road. Alright, are you excited for Uprise next week from the J Pretzel? Awesome name. Yes, I am excited. Who isn't, and who's going to be there? Are you guys excited too? We love playing all these festivals, and we're having a great time on Uproar now too. It's tons of fun. Everyone's a little sleepy because we've had a few fly dates where we're up at 4 a.m. But other than that, everyone's having a great time. Put lots of concealer under here so no one can tell how tired you are. Send me some more questions, everyone. Who is your favorite rock drummer and why? I would say Dave Grohl, because I auditioned for Skillet with his Smells Like Teen Spirit from Nirvana, and Dougie told me to play like him, so to hit really hard and to play passionately. Speak of the devil.
I'm not the devil. I'm the doggy.
So he really changed the way that I play, and he's my favorite rock drummer. Do you like Doctor Who? Please say yes from Anime Girl. I have never really watched Doctor Who, so does that count as a yes? I'm sorry. Will you guys ever play Salvation live? Maybe acoustic. You can do it from Panhead for Life.
Stop moving for 1 second.
Sorry, I'll stop moving. I hope so. I love that song. It's one of my favorites. I'm glad that you like it too. Margarita something there. Nice name again. Do you take singing lessons, and do you actually have singing technique? I try my best. Corey's helped me a lot with my vocals. She sometimes backstage she does some training with me and some exercises, and that really helped me over the last couple of years. I've also taken some lessons from Diane Sheets in Nashville, and she's very helpful too. Can you tell us about your solo project from Addison? What do you want to know about it? We're writing for it now. I am not leaving Skillet. I am hoping it will be a side project that just fun to write for, but I love being a part of Skillet, and I'm not planning on leaving, for all of you that have been wondering and worrying. And it will be hopefully something you guys like. I've been writing with John, and I've also been writing with Corey, and I've been learning lots from those guys because they're the pros. And it may not be what you expect, but I hope you like it a lot.
Look at me. Smile.
Smile.
So pretty. Pretty ugly.
Don't fall.
That's what you get for talking smack.
Totally. What genre is your solo project going to do? We're still working on sounds. We don't know what it's going to sound like yet, but though I like rock music a lot, I really like pop music too. So it's going to be definitely have pop influence, which may surprise people, but I do really like all kinds of music, so I don't think it's going to be straight up rock. It's probably going to be heavily pop influenced. What is your favorite song that you recorded? I like a lot of them. Maybe Fire and Fury, maybe Madness in Me. I'm not sure. I really like a lot of them. What is your favorite We As Humans song by Skillet Rules? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. You like my Justin impression? I think it's pretty good. Anyway. What's one odd thing you miss about England? From Andrew Adams. I miss the food there. I miss what we call a chip butty. And that is bread with butter and English chips in the middle, which is what you would call French fries. But our chips are so much better than anything you have here that I miss them so much. And I miss people knowing what a chip butty is. And I miss saying mate. I say dude a lot more now. Things like that. see. What's my favorite color? I don't know. I like gray a lot, but that's so boring to say. So I guess I'll say teal. Like my nails. I got my nails done teal. And I guess my tattoo is teal. What? It looks cooler in real life, I swear. What hair color do you use? From the pretzel. I use Ferrier. And it's just like a red one. It's cheap. You can get it for $8 from Walmart, Target, probably Walgreens also. Hey Jen, what happened to Snapper? You know, he went on vacation, he left me, and he never came back. I do not know where Snapper is. What's your favorite car? Probably the Batmobile. Do you like Turkish Delight? No, it's disgusting. What's your favorite kind of pizza? Cheese, grommet. What would you be doing if you were not a musician? From Jenny Marie. Probably I would be cutting hair, because I also like to do that. Though, I think I would be sad, because I'd have to cut a lot of maybe people's hair that I didn't want to cut. You know, like the boring cuts, which I don't enjoy. But I do really enjoy doing crazy haircuts, like Corey's. With bright pink and stripes, that's fun. So, who knows? Maybe I'd have gone into sports, but who knows? Let's see. Do you practice drumming to any non-Skillet songs? Yes. Dougie has given me a playlist of really hard rock songs for me to be working on, so that hopefully I get awesome, even awesomer on the drums, and then maybe even heavier. If you could tour with any band, who would you tour with? I would love to tour with Lacey because she's my favorite artist. But I don't know. There's many acts I'd love to tour with. Secretly, I'd also love to tour with maybe Katy Perry too, because I think she's fun. There's a confession for you. Favorite season from Brianna Ray. I really love fall, but I live in Wisconsin now, so fall could mean many things. It could mean snow, and I do not prefer that. But I really love, you know, kind of cool but kind of sunny, and you can wear layers, and you can get the salted caramel mocha from Starbucks. Yes. But then I do also like winter because of my birthday and Christmas. Yeah. What's your favorite oldest Skillet album? Comatose. Only I've just been listening to Collide over the last few days a lot, and I'm trying to work on a few of those songs in case we pull some of those out. And man, that might be in the running too. That's really cool. Then I also loved Alien Youth because I listened to that when I was back in England and I had no idea I was ever going to be in Skillet. So that one brings back fantastic memories of thinking it was cool and never knowing that maybe I'd be a part of the band. So I guess that wasn't a very decisive answer for you, but it was an honest one. Why do you wear just socks and no shoes when you drum? From Caitlin. Here's a secret. I had never played any double kick until a few weeks before auditioning for Skillet. And so, I was trying to learn how to play double kick, and I would get incredibly nervous. And I found that depending on what shoes I wore, the pedals felt different. So I kind of vowed that I would only ever wear socks so the pedals always felt the same. And now after 6 years, I could probably put my shoes back on, but it's a little bit of like it just feels right now. I've only ever played it in socks, and the shoes could change how they feel. It might be a little bit like, this is my show thing I do, but we're allowed a few little weird things, right? And that's mine. Just feels right. Hey, you want to play guitar one day live? I'd love to learn guitar. I can play like a little tiny bit. Like I could probably learn a song, but I don't know any of the chords and I don't know anything like that. But I think that girls that play guitar are super cool. So I would love to learn. and I would love to play live one day. That would be very, very cool. I just don't know if it's going to happen. If you could have any animal as a pet, what would it be? That's a hard one, because how do you choose between a panda, a koala, and a sloth? I mean, they're 3 animals that you would love to cuddle, and they're all very cute. I'll have to get back to you on that one. Jacob, how do you warm up before shows? I should warm up more. It's not good for me, but I do stretches before I play, and I do a few vocal warm-ups, but I should always start earlier. And every single day I think, oh man, I started way too late. I should have started at least 30 minutes earlier. And then every single day I forget to get ready earlier, so I never warm up as much as I should. But if you want to be a professional, you should warm up more than me, and I am going to try and do better than that. I'll start today. I've got time. But if you want to be a professional, you should warm up more than me, and I am going to try and do better than that. I'll start today. I've got time. John Wilson, what is your favorite superhero? Does Kung Fu Panda count? Probably not. Let me think. Batman. Though I must say, I really love the Joker, because me and Zave play the Joker and Harley Quinn all the time, and I'm Harley Quinn and he's the Joker. So they will always have a soft spot in my life. They are wonderful. What is the little girl shushing the lion on the Rise album art? From Jacob. That was about the story from Daniel and the Lion's Den, and it was inspired by that. I was thinking about how we can let our fears and our insecurities kind of shut us down, and they may not always be logical. For example, I can sometimes get really nervous about playing drums and get really nervous about being on stage, and if I just shut that down and stop being so frightened, I'll have a great time on stage. But if I don't shut it down, I'll find I'll be nervous the whole time. So that picture is about shushing your fears and deciding not to listen to the world and what it may scream at you, but finding freedom and finding faith. Niels Demar, I work at Starbucks in Belgium. Do you like the pumpkin spice latte? I am not a huge fan of pumpkin, but Seth, our guitar player, loves it. So bring him a spiced pumpkin latte and he'll be your friend forever. Did you do the artwork on Corey's Black PRS? Yes, I did. A friend of mine called Nate, we both worked on that together years ago, and I would do a doodle on a napkin on the bus, and he used to work for us, and then he would come and doodle on it, and then I would. And it would get more elaborate as time went on. And so people saw it and they're like, hey, these napkins look really good. So then Nate and I worked on Corey's art. We just basically did a ton of doodles and then put them all over her guitar. It turned out pretty cool. What is the weirdest fan experience you've ever had from Be the Change for God? I'm sad to say that I have had many weird fan experiences. I've had people try to kiss me or ask me to be their first kiss, or I've had people stare at me blankly and never leave, and I'm not really sure what to do. I've also had really lovely people. It can go either way, and I like meeting all of them, but sometimes I don't really know how to respond. I had a good one recently, but I can't remember it right now. When it comes back to me, I will tell you about it. Let me see. I have not read Lacey's book yet, but she did send it to me and I need to read it. It's just that I haven't had time yet. Were you nervous when you auditioned for Skillet? I was so nervous. So nervous I could barely hold my drumsticks, yes, but I prayed and God really helped me, and it changed the way I felt a lot, actually. Where did you learn to draw so awesomely? Oh, sorry, I never had any drawing classes. I went to school, you know, like high school, and I went to art class, but I didn't really enjoy it because it was always like, draw this plant, or whatever. And I actually didn't really enjoy it very much. So it's more recently that I decided, oh, I really like drawing, and it's from playing with Zave, and we would draw Batman, and we would draw the Joker and Harley Quinn, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm pretty good at this art thing. And then over the last 5 years, I've really, really discovered this newfound, I don't know, what do you call it, hobby or gift I didn't know I had. I'm very thrilled too. I didn't know I could draw like that. I've always known I enjoy drawing certain things, but I wasn't great at art class because I didn't like doing the projects that we were told to do. If you're at school for art, you can do better than me. So don't let me be your example. How did you start playing drums? I started when I was about 13, and I started because my older brother David played, and I always wanted my older brothers to think I was cool, and I thought, I know what will make them think I'm cool is if I learn drums too. So there's another sad little confession for you. What is your favorite song right now? I don't know. I have quite a few. One of the ones that I can't help but dance to is that Hillsong Young and Free song, and it's called Alive. Every time that is on, I just start dancing like mad, so. What is the songwriting process like for you guys from Handhead Shane? It's different for each of us. Doggy can just basically write a song entirely in his head, and then he'll tell you the drum parts, the chords, the lyrics, the melody, all from up here. I am not like that at all. Corey just goes and plays something on the piano that's usually completely moving and powerful, and then she writes something over it. I can go either way. Sometimes I'll have an idea in my head, like, oh, this could be kind of cool. But then I can't really play anything well, so then I'll say, hey, Cora, can you play me something really sad? Or can you play me something that kind of rocks? And then I kind of write with Corey. I'm not very experienced at this, though, so I'm just starting to learn how. What is your favorite book? I love Hunger Games. I also like the Harry Potter books a lot, so let's see. When are you guys coming back to Australia? I don't know, but I hope that we come back soon because we all think Australia is just beautiful. It's one of our favorite places. What's it like being an aunt? In case you don't know, I just became an aunt a few weeks ago. This is Sienna. She's adorable, but I haven't even met her because my family is all back in England and I live in America. But my sister is getting married in December and all of my family will be visiting America for the wedding. So I'll be very, very happy to meet my niece and to hang out with her then. But for now, it will be through FaceTime and through texting and through Skype, and she seems quite lovely. And I can't wait to give her cuddles, though. Alright, let's see. Favorite kind of tea? Well, this is my favorite kind of tea. You know what it is? It's very, very weak tea with a ton of honey in it. So it's pretty much water with honey. Though I do like peachy tips. It's just that it makes your teeth really yellow if you drink it too much. So there's a tip for you. If you have yellow teeth, stop drinking black tea. It really makes it worse. Do you still play bass guitar? No. I honestly can't even remember the strings anymore. It's pretty depressing, isn't it? For those of you that don't know, I was learning bass guitar for a few months when I was 17, and I played for a band called Spark. And because we had two drummers, no bass player, and we had guitarist and a keyboard, so I decided to learn bass for a while. And I got okay at it for the amount of time that I was playing, and then I never played again since then. So, but I really, really enjoyed it, so I would love to learn again. My brother Martin is an amazing bass player. I'll never be as good as him, ever, but that would be pretty cool if I was. Did you go on any rides at Disney? Not this time. We flew right in and then we flew right out. We got in, I took a nap for an hour, got ready for stage, played, came back. I think we napped for 2 hours, got back on a plane. It was pretty exhausting, but so much fun and so worth it. What did your family think when you joined Skillet? My family were way excited because they'd all been Skillet fans for a long time. I was the one that was like, I don't know if I can do it. I was all nervous. But my mum and my brother, rightly so, and my dad, they all said, this is a great opportunity for you and you can't pass this up. And they were right on, and I'm so glad I went for it. But as I was saying earlier, sometimes your mind can shut you down and stop you from taking chances, you know? Favorite Disney princess? Mulan. Does she count? Is she a princess? I don't know. She's awesome. She saved China. No big deal. Did you write my masterpiece? Yes, I did. I wrote that on the School of Worship. And my sister put it on MySpace years and years ago, and we lost the password, so I don't even know how to get it back down now. So there you go. How do you stay entertained on the road? Like watching movies? Totally love watching movies. Every night after we're done playing the show, you're always wired up and excited, and it's hard to go to sleep right after a show, even if you've played at midnight, you're done at 1, you know you have to be up in the morning. But what we do on the band bus usually is we'll watch something before we go to sleep, just so you have a little bit of time to maybe eat some food, relax, and shut your mind down a little so you're not so, I just came off stage, my adrenaline is mad, and then, oh, I've got to try and go to sleep. That's not going to work. So we have a thing we call wind down time, and that involves watching something fun, having food, usually chocolate for me, and relaxing. It's my favorite part of the day. Usually my PJs, which, who doesn't love that? Do you write all the drum parts for Skillet? Actually, no. John usually has an idea of what he wants, and then he tells me what he's wanting for the song, and then you can embellish as much as you like, but usually he knows what he likes. Sometimes you write the parts, but usually he has an idea. If you didn't join Skillet, would you have stayed in America or returned to England? I would have had to have returned to England because there's a thing called visas and immigration laws, and you cannot live in the US unless you have a visa, so I would have had to have gone back to England. But thankfully, Skillet hired me, and now I get to live here. Am I good? Where is your favorite place to travel to? Disneyland or England? I don't know. Who's the prankster of the band? I don't think there really is a prankster.
Oh, come on.
What? Who would you say? Would you say it was me?
No. John.
Oh, Dougie. I guess so. Yeah, John Cooper. But you know what? He only pranks you. He pranks Kyle. Kyle is our tour manager, and he gets us everywhere on time, and he's waiting here to tell me when it's time to go.
Which is now.
But John loves to prank him. Maybe every day, maybe a couple of times a day. So I guess it would be John. But he doesn't prank us because he knows the girls could get upset. And then he'll really regret it, you know? Anyway, Kyle says it's time for me to go. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. Sorry there was that little cut out for a while in the middle. I'll drink my fake tea that's just honey and water. And I will hopefully speak to you all soon again. Yeah? Bye, everyone.